Hello friends, today I am going to start to discuss about monthly income scheme. We have already started to discuss about some schemes established by the postal department for us. Out of it, almost we have discussed, but some topics have not been completed, which I am discussing right now. So first, monthly income scheme. First, MIS is the short form. Understand? The scheme is useful for those investors who can submit specific amount, at least 15,000 in a one slot, who can invest this amount. They are getting monthly 100 rupees interest. So it's a one kind of investment. On that amount they are getting interest and they are getting benefit of interest continuous for 5 years. So this scheme is always for 5 years and the account can be transferred if we want. We are unable to go to this place, then we can shift to another place in the same area. In the same area, wherever the post office is available, our account will be transferred. So the process will continue. No new scheme is continued. The same scheme will continue and nobody has to start again. And this scheme is called monthly income scheme. So on the invested 15,000 only one time, the person is getting 100 rupees every month up to the 5 years. The account can be transferred to reason with unable to submit the payment, and a person can withdraw the money whenever he want to deposit the money for specific time of period, at least 1 year, he can continue to utilize it. So one thing more, the scheme is used to maintain regular investment, to get the interest, and see, this scheme is known as a monthly income scheme. So the investment is for one time and income will continue for every month up to the sequence of 5 years. So it is called monthly income scheme, and short form will be asked for the topic MIS and full form is monthly income scheme. Okay, now the next point is money order. See, in the postal department there are village regions where there is no banking facility is more preferable. In that area, the money will be given to the people for paying or getting money. That is, postal department is only one option they have: send money, receive money from one place to another place. They can do the work. For this service, the post office is charging specific amount as the commission, because their official, the person from the post department, is going to the place of that person and they are providing services. So it is called money order service. Here the receiver will get money at the specific place and he has to sign the receipt for getting the money. The receipt will send to the person who is getting the money. The receipt will send to the person who is sending the money. Yes. Now you understand one thing. In this money order, the one another service is established by the government is instant money order, IMO. Short form and full form, remember. Instant money order, IMO. Remember, if a person has to send the money more than 1000, up to 15,000, up to 50,000, 15 up to 50,000, maybe 15, but up to 50,000, repeat, within a day the money will be sent. For this process, the post office is charging specifically with commission. Remember, in that case, the envelope will be delivered to the receiver. From the sender, a secret number will be given. The secret number will received by the receiver, and on presenting this secret number with photo ID, the government authorized identification proof we all have, by showing the or presenting the photo ID to the authority, the receiver will get money from designated post office. So remember one thing, this is the single important service working as like the banks, different services of money transfer. It's not a small thing. Where the banks are not available, where the banking system is difficult to send the money in village, in that situation the instant money order is not a small thing, it's a great thing. Thereafter, another option is EMO. EMO is money order through electronic system. Money order through electronic system from 1 rupee to 5,000 rupee. So now you understand. Here the limitation for IMO is different. Limitation for sending money for EMO is different. So don't mix it. And don't try to understand by your own way that up to this in the EMO and up to this in the IMO. No, nothing is connected to each other. Every service have different limitations and different features. So now I'm continuing about EMO. It's a part of money order. So I'm discussing here. As a EMO is used on online basis, so I used electronic money order. So online technology is used. Sender of money will have to go to post office personally, visit the website of post office, and through mobile, through websites, internet, whatever may be, fill up the online form. Then after providing specific detail, in 24 hours, money will be paid to the receiver by the postal office. So in this concept, you remember two things: internet, electronic transfer. All these things are associated with money order or the money transfer services. So in that situation, if required, the senders and receivers can do the process through specific pre-decided format of messages, and in that way the detail of senders and receivers can be exchanged with each other, and by that way the money order is possible to send and to receive by the senders and receiver both the way. Okay, now here I discussed about detail of money order and in examination, money order is important part of study in examination in all these postal services. Okay, thereafter insurance is also important topic to remember. I'm just discussing the which are the main points: PPF, NSC, right? Express parcel, VPP, paid services. So it means any of the main topics of the postal services you must prepare and get ready to provide answer. Okay, now I am discussing the last point of services relating to the postal department is other related services. So the post department provides services like purchase and exchange of the foreign currency. Second, traveler's check in foreign currency. Third, debit card in foreign currency. Fourth, draft in foreign currency. Fifth, mutual fund investment agencies activity. Sixth, service for various schemes of Government of India as the agent for government. Seventh, banking services. Eighth, depositing pension money in savings account of the pensioners. Ninth, railway ticket booking. And whichever the other services, whatever the government is instructing and directing to postal department to do so, because in some Diwalis and other festival days they are selling the gold and silver coins. Sometime they are selling the energy saving instruments on the direction of the government. They are delivering the parcels also. So it means lots of the services the postal department is doing for us. Remember its value. Okay. People in India, even after the private couriers, lots of the private couriers are there in India. But people are depending, having faith and trust on direct ownership of government institution. So it is the trust and faith on postal department people have more than other private couriers and services. Right, my friends? So here I discussed about postal department. Okay,